Hi there, it's Keith and Javier. We're going to show a playthrough of Amazing Jungle Run. It's a game that'll be out on Kickstarter soon. Hope you look for it. Javi's going to show you what the box prototype looks like. We've got our box top design. I think it looks really nice, and we're working on finishing the box design off. And then we'll jump right into a game, kind of explaining the rules as we go. So the object of the game, Amazing Jungle Run, is to get 9 points first, and those will be in the cards you see in the main deck here. And you also get your choice of peril cards or resource cards every turn as phase 1 of your turn. So I'm going second, Javier is going first. I get to start with 1 resource card, and that's what it is. And that helps me change dice to a particular color at the right time. So that's my card. Normally I would not let him know that. I would keep these cards hidden from him, and then your big cards are public knowledge and go in front of the player. So we'll get right into it with Javier taking a choice of 2 resource cards, because each one counts as an action, or 1 peril card, which counts as an action. I'm sorry, 2 actions for 1 peril card. Or he can peek at the bottom of a deck for an action as well. So Javier's 2 actions, it's his choice.
Hello, I'm going to go with a peril to start.
And then he moves into phase 2, which is deciding which card he will go for on the big cards, the main decks, we call them. So he can either go for commons, which would be hippos, tigers, or toucans, or he can go for a dice rolling card such as the king, which he's got an awesome option here, because this card later will let you take any card for free and what is beneath it. So he can either roll for the king or go for the commons. Getting 3 commons do great things for you in the game. So we'll let him make his choice now.
I'll try for the king.
All right. I didn't think he'd do anything else. And he gets 2 rolls. He got it on the first try. So he gets the king. It goes in front of him, so I know he's got it. And we flip the next card. And then he gets a chance to play defense if he wants with his peril card or other cards. And if not, it's my turn.
I'm going to hold off.
Okay, so we're not into the meat of the game yet. The higher points cards come out later in the game. So you'll see a 3-point shaman, which is the highest point card there is. And there's 2 pointers and 1 pointers as well. So I'm going to take my 2 actions. I'm going to draw 2 resources at this stage. I'll tell you what this card means in a moment. And I also, got 2 of them. So what this is, I drew a Jungle Run card. I can use this card right now, which I will, for phase 2 of my turn. And it would allow me to go for commons and a dice roller. Actually, I can't use it because I forgot there are no dice rollers out there. But as my turn, I'm going to take the tigers. I get both of them without having to roll any dice. This tiger gives you a free peril. So I will take it, grab my peril, and I will take the other tiger. And now I've got 2, and then we flip the cards. And I get the chance to play defense on Javier with my transport card if I wanted to. That moves 1 card from 1 stack to the other, but I'm going to save it for later. So his turn. So he will take 2 actions.
I'm going to go for 2 resources.
Okay. And now he will look them over a little bit and decide if he'd like to go for a point card, or would he like to grab the tiger so I don't get it, or would he like to start with two hippos there? Or he can even manipulate cards, decks. If he has a hideaway, he can move something to the bottom. Things like that. So your resource cards are going to show you various ways to manipulate these decks.
Actually going to try for the point.
Okay, so
the guava.
He's on a good rolling mission here. He needs 2 green. He's got 2 rolls to do it. Oh, that would have been the shaman there. He rolled 3 black. So unless you have a changer, you don't get that card.
No, I don't.
Okay, so he can play defense or pass, or maybe he's going to look at what he's got.
I'll do a little defense.
Keep me from the point.
Gain the point.
So off limits says I cannot have that point. So I'm going to take my 2 actions, in efforts of, I'm gonna grab 2 resources. That'll let me peek at the bottom of 2 decks. That's a dice changer. And I'm gonna take for my action the other tiger, which gives me 3 tigers. I'm gonna turn them in. What they allow you to do is grab a peril when you turn in 3. I got another transport. So the off limits will come off, and we flip the card. And now no defense for me. Javier's turn, and so he'll go through his action phase first.
I'll go for a peril.
Okay.
I'm gonna try one more time for that point.
Okay. He's trying to go the point route.
Yes.
One roll, he got all green, so he's set. So he's leading 1-0. We're gonna flip the card, and now it would be my turn, but he has his opportunity to manipulate or play defense.
I'm gonna do that. I got the quicksand.
Uh-oh. Yes. He's making me play a particular card and only that card. All right, so good timing for that. There's only a few of those in the deck, so you want to use them at key times, and that's a pretty good time. So I do have to play for that card, but I still get my actions. I believe I want to learn what's at the bottom of 2 decks for later, so I'm going to peek at what's at the bottom of this one. I'm going to peek at the bottom of this one, so not anything too exciting on those. But so now we'll take the phase 2 of the turn, which Javier made me take a single hippo, and that's my turn. We will flip it. No defense for me. Javier's action phase.
All right, I'm gonna go for another peril.
And now he will choose.
I'm gonna go for the point.
Okay.
See if I can get a
Maybe
papaya.
you'll get the yellows. Yes, 2 yellows. Guava. That was guava.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Any help? Okay, so that was a little bit lucky for me.
No.
All right, and no defense, maybe. All right.
Well, yes, I'm gonna do some more defense. I got another quicksand.
Oh.
Place it on the hippo.
Okay. So I'm gonna, for my actions, I'm gonna grab 2. Oh, that's a great one. That's one and only. It's gonna be used to great effect later. And that lets me do a peek at the peril or resource later at a key time. So now I have to use what Javi laid on me and then take my medicine of the 1 hippo. And I'll show you right now the monarch I just grabbed. There's only 1 of them. I could use it right at this moment before phase 3 to take this card, but I haven't seen it, and I'd rather use it on a shaman or a point card for sure if I have a chance. So I'm going to save it for later. He would not normally know I have it. So here we go. Here we go. So it is Javier's turn, and I'm playing no defense. I'm saving my cards.
I'm gonna go for another peril. Seems to be working pretty good.
So far, yes, it is.
I got a question.
All right.
Can I use this now?
Yeah.
And still roll for another card?
Yeah. You can. That would be taking one of my commons.
Sure, I'll go ahead and do that.
He's going to take a common from me. There's only 1 scavenger, and that's what he just used. You cannot use it to break up a set of 3, but I didn't have 3, so he was successful.
I'm gonna try to roll for a guava.
Okay.
2 green.
Ooh. Oh. 1 more. He might make it. Got it.
Yes.
So Javier is in business. He's in business. 2-0 at the moment. I got some catching up to do. So we'll flip this. So as you notice also, we're not getting into the meat of the high point cards yet. The 2s and the shaman are still hidden in here somewhere. And there also lurks a gorilla, which is similar to the king, not quite as powerful. And a hyena that lets you feed from the bottom of the decks. So I'm going to take a peril this time for my actions. That's what I got for later. And now I will do my choosing. Do I want some points, or do I I'm going for the tigers because there's a lot of bonus comes with them. Peril for this tiger and a resource for this, so I get some extra things. Oh, I did grab a man-eating plant, which I'm happy to play on Javier right there.
No.
That will keep him from taking 2 actions. He'll only get 1 action. And if you have 2 of them on him, he'll get no actions. So right now, he has 1 action available. And now he can get rid of that man-eating plant with ants. There's only 1 card that does that. Or a 3 of a kind will get rid of it. Or him voluntarily skipping his whole turn will get rid of it. So it's his choice as to what will happen. But first I'm going to play defense. And I'm going to keep the 2 off limits. I don't want him to use his king for an easy 2 and what is beneath that 2. So there we go. It will be your turn, but you'll only get 1 action.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and skip my turn entirely so I can get rid of this man-eating plant.
Okay. That's a fair deal. That's a good play. So now he doesn't get to play defense or anything at all. So now it's my turn again. I see a nice juicy 2 out there and a gorilla. I'd like both of them, but I can't get them both. So I'm going to take a peril as my action. Oh, look what I got. Awesome.
Really?
That usually happens to me. That's usually what happens to me. Okay, so I'm rolling for the the mango there, and I've got some dice change colors that help me. So 2 rolls to get a 3 of a kind. Okay, okay. So the last one needed changed. I did it, and now I'm on the board with a 2. And for effect, even though I don't know what's down there, I'm going to cash in my monarch, which says I can take what's beneath it. Here it comes. Point.
Ooh.
So we got a point. I would have rather it been the shaman, but hey, that's 3-2. We're rolling right along. Monarch is spent. I could play defense if I like. I think I'm going to use transport to play defense, and I'm going to put the hyena on top of the gorilla. I'd rather have the gorilla, and I don't want Javier to have it. So there we are, and it's his turn. And he does have another man-eating plant.
Yeah, so I'm limited to 1 action, so...
Or skipping.
Yeah. I'm going to go... Can I roll?
Yeah.
I'll just roll.
And you can manipulate decks if you want, if you had a hideaway or something.
Yeah, I don't at the moment.
I'd go for points, too.
Yeah.
You can even use your king to do what you want.
So if I wanted to use a king...
You would choose which deck, and you get the card and what's beneath it, too.
I'll choose this one, then. That'll be my action.
All right. So he's cashing it in. Let's see. Sometimes a person will draw that shaman and
along with what's beneath it.
And I'll be unhappy. Oh, so he got a hippo instead that comes with a resource. So he does get a bonus there. And if you get another, see if you would have used your scavenger at this moment and scavenged my hippo, then you could have traded it in to get rid of that. But you didn't know that. All right, so with no defense on his part, it's my turn. And I'm going to, I need some points. So I'm going to draw a peril for some defense. Oh, he won't believe this. So I've really hindered him here. He's really in trouble. But so that now I'm going for my other part of the turn. I'm going to use the Rhino Run so I can go for the toucans. And then I can go for a dice roller as well. I'm going to go for points. So here we go. 1 of the colors, and I'm good. So now I'm up to 4 points, and flip the card. Ooh, there's a big 2-pointer and a toucan that allows you to take what's beneath it because of that arrow. And I'm going to I'm going to leave it at that. It's up to Javier to do his damage.
Now, if I skip my turn, I might just lose a 1.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. So he's skipping a turn to lose 1 man-eating plant, And now we know there are no more left in the deck because there's only 3 in a 2-player game. So he knows I can't lay any more on him, and he was working towards the future there. So I will go, and I do have a really nice thing I can do. We'll go ahead and take another peril. We know it won't be a man-eating plant. That's the anti-explore card, and we might explain that if need be. I'm going to use a Rhino Run for my main turn so I can take the toucan and what's beneath it. Ooh, a 2, awesome. And then I get to still, as the Rhino Run says, go for a dice roller too. So we will do that. Okay, that was a good roll. Ooh, didn't need any changers at all. I rolled 3 of a kind. So I've got 8 points. Javi's hurting over there with his man-eating plant. But, okay, so we flip them. Oh, there's the dreaded shaman. Ooh. Now, I have a transport card that I can transport something on top of it. But if he's got a hideaway, he'll be able to hide it away and still get to it. And so what I want to do is I'm going to take and trade in my 3 toucans to draw another peril. It's another transport. So in the efforts of him not getting that shaman easily, I'm going to transport the hyena on top, and I'm going to transport again the gorilla on top. Just, I don't know why, but I'm thinking he probably doesn't have 2 hideaways. And that's all I'm going to do. And it is your turn. So the game's winding down here. I've got 8 points, and all I really need to do is get 1 more. And I'm trying to find a way to do that, and he's trying to find a way to get to 9 before I do.
Well, I guess I'll just take my 1 action.
Which is, like those are 2.
Oh, that's right, So, well, yeah, I'll just take a resource.
Help you too much. Yeah, peak won't help you too much.
Okay, now I got a Rhino Run.
And so he can go for the common and then a dice roller, if you like. Yeah, so he's going to go for the toucan. I was wondering I think neither one of us has a particular card. So if you roll for the gorilla, that'll help you get that shaman really easy. But you'll be getting me closer.
Exactly.
Well, then again, if I get this, I win.
Yeah.
So maybe you have to kind of decide that to yourself. But if I get this, I win, and it's pretty easy to get. So maybe you want that.
I'll go for the point.
Yeah, and hope there's not one beneath it. Oh, and he got it.
I got it.
Good roll by Javier. So he's up to 4. And now we flip it and see what we have. Well, no point there. Oh, the 2 point is out there. So if I can get it, I would win. I do have a little bit of help. I got something that lets me peek at the bottom. I got Peacock, which lets me peek at these 2 cards. I've been holding on to it. So either you can hide away something.
I have no defense.
He's got no defense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and draw a peril. That's a nice one for me. And we're rolling for the 2. We got to get 3 of a kind. And that's the wrong roll. We'll roll these again. Got it, because I had 1 that helped me change it. And then got a 2. So that's 10 points. So that's the way it works. There could have been a point in this game where the Explore card came out. Javier had that the last game we played. It would have allowed a player to move a card out to an empty space, and it's an ongoing card, so if he had it played, he could continue doing that, hoping to reveal cards for points, and that's a real trouble for the other player. And you get rid of that by having the anti-explore card. They get to use it once, and then you can play that on them, or 3 of a kind also gets rid of it, as well as skipping your turn. So that's it in a nutshell. Lots of creative ideas that you can use to outfox your opponent. Thanks a lot for watching, and look for us on Kickstarter soon.